Yo, what up? Back with another episode of On in the Huddle, Red Zone in the Lab. Oh, bro, it is so hot out that drink, bro. Like, it's so hot. Like, you be having people that, like, you know what I'm saying, you trying to, like, meet up with. At the end, it's just like, man, I just can't stand out here that long,
Bro,
bro.
this like I said, this heat right now is different, bro. It's like oppressive heat. Like it's heavy. Like, you know what I'm saying? This heat is different, man.
It's
This
crazy.
heat is different.
Hey, can you drop the link in the chat? Just say
Yeah.
something. But, like, I think, like, even still, bro, um, like we were saying yesterday, like, none of these training camps have looked like this, right? In the
Yeah.
past, I mean, it is packed, bro. Like, you could, once you get a spot, you there. Because if you move, you're not getting that spot back, bro. Unless you leave a chair or something, and you lucky they don't move it, right?
I
So once
mean,
you, even if it's standing up or in the bleachers, once you get a spot, you gotta stick. Unless you got people with you.
based on the videos and the pictures that I've been seeing, because I haven't had the opportunity to go yet. Like the last time I remember camp looking like this, and not even a fair comparison, but it's when we 2012 we picked RG3. Like those camps were
Mhm.
packed because of the hype,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
like Rich.
Yeah, like people thought
Mm-hmm.
that no, his rookie camp was in Asbury.
It was.
Um, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But because I was there and I remember like the hype of the moment. But obviously, people thought that RG3 was going to be what we know Jaden is now, and that would have been the first time in a long time we had like a real quarterback. And
Mm-hmm.
but like other than that, you know, it's not even. It's like shoulder to shoulder, like like you got to go back to like the Joe Gibbs era probably before that to
Did they
you
even
know.
have camps back then?
No, no, I'm talking about Joe Gibbs too. Joe
Oh,
Gibbs too.
Junket 2.0. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I don't think training camp was like a public thing during the first era. But yeah, I remember Joe Gibbs too with, Clinton Portis and Sean Taylor and what some of those camps look like. But again, this is that hype then is nothing like this hype now based on what the team was last year.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. Um, and, like, so, like, it's the setup is really nice, right? They have, like, half of it, or like 70% of it is, like, covered, but you could be outside of it. But that's, like, for family and friends and VIPs and suites and all that, I think. And then
Hmm.
you have a bleacher at the end, and then right behind the end zone, so they got, like, bleachers behind the end zone. Which, if you remember, that was just dirt back there. Remember, they used to kick the footballs, and the
Yeah.
kids used to be back there trying to catch football in the woods. Like, they cleaned all that out, and they put bleachers right there. But and the trees is there, so that's shade. So you got to get there like 6:30. You got to be the first people. If you first set of people, if you get up in those bleachers, to get under that shade. But it ain't no moving around. Like, you know how we here, then we go to the other side. Like, I could walk down to go see the O line, come back to wide. Ain't none of that, bro. Once you
So
lock into the position group and the side of the field, that's it. That's
is
it.
the area where the turf field was, is that like a functional field for practice now, or do they still use that like as an auxiliary for like guests and visits and stuff?
Yeah, it's funny because they was using that for OTAs. It seemed like,
Hmm.
because, like, when we used to see the OTA videos,
Yeah.
we would see the little barn looking like thing right
Hmm.
beside it, and that's where that field is over there, like where that barn thing is, where they used to rehab. So, but during our practices, they don't, like, they use what the fields that they normally use. They look
Okay.
fresh. I know they dug up that turf field, but this one look real. This on green as a mud. This on the real good. So,
I mean, like the more I would imagine, like the more obviously you got 90 people, not to mention staff, trainers, and all of that, in training camp. Like this is the time where you need as much space as you really need. Once you get to the regular season, that list is cut in half basically. Like you don't need as much space.
Yeah, I agree. Cause like they're not even over there. Like they're not
Yeah,
using that field at all.
yeah.
That new field right now. So yeah, but yeah, man. So camp, second day of pads. So like when people hear pads, like that's it. Like there's no pass to the second power when they're gonna be out there striking each other or Oklahoma drill and 2-on-1 drills. Like, nah, that's not today's NFL. When you
No.
hit pass, this is it. Like, this is the bump right here. So like, this is it. Because I know I was talking to somebody. I was like, nah, this is it. Like, this the pass right here.
I mean, a lot of them do, especially like the offensive linemen, they're not even really wearing like real, like they're wearing like shells a lot of times. They're not even really
Mm-hmm.
in like full pad, just enough to protect them
Mm-hmm.
and thud up.
Yeah,
Like,
just make sound, a little
yeah,
sound.
like them days of going to practice and seeing people get laid out in practice, them days are over.
Yeah.
Like not only are they over for the NFL, but like it's now like highly frowned upon between coaches, players. Like, do not go out there. Like we saw the clip yesterday of Tyler Owens striking
Mm-hmm.
Bill in the hole, and like if Tyler Owens like follows through and lays him out, like that's frowned
That's a
upon. You
fine.
don't, yeah,
It
you
might be
don't
a
do that.
fine.
You don't do that. So
Might be a fine. But
yeah,
yeah.
man.
So and like let's start with the offense. We hit like offense up and down, up and down. They wasn't good overall today. Go talk about Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman, you had yourself a day, brother. You had yourself a day. But one thing, like yesterday and today, so Breeze, you the former wide receiver,
Hmm.
could wide receivers coach slash OC. You know,
Hmm.
say you get back out there, but that's a whole different story. So like they have these drills, like they have four wide receiver sets, and they have four quarterbacks. So
Hmm.
each receiver that runs their route, they all get in the pass from one of the quarterbacks. And usually, like David Blau is probably right there if they only got three. Because I think, well, not think I know now that Mariota was out today resting or whatever. So like you'll always have some getting the football. So the same routes that they run during those drills are the exact same routes they run when the offense is out on the field.
Hmm.
So they ain't scheming nothing. They ain't setting up nothing. You ain't seeing no shifting, no motion, no none of that while we're there. I'm thinking that's because we're there, but that's what they doing out there.
Yeah, I mean it's also the what today's the fifth day of camp, like total 6 day.
Last Wednesday, so had one day off. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's six.
So, I know that, every training camp has signs posted where, no filming during this session, or, obviously the media is still there. They can't
Yeah,
record,
they
but they
still
can
got it.
obviously, yeah, yeah. And like the media's still there. They can't
No,
record, but they can obviously still report. You breaking up. Can we look? Can we look? Say it again, dude. You was breaking up.
nah, just go ahead up till I come back.
No, you good now.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. No, what I was saying was, so you can record and take pictures and stuff during positional drills.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, for the most once that's when they start going into install, what they call install. That's when the people start coming out and putting those signs up.
Yeah. So the point I was getting to was like, I don't think they want to scheme up, but so much in front of, a bunch of different eyes, because although they may say don't record, like we know people still do it. Um,
Mm,
the media still reports on what's being, done and said, even if they can't post videos of it, they can absolutely talk about, we saw this player motioning, we saw this look, we saw that look, this guy was playing here. So I think in this portion of training camp, you want to still be as vanilla as you can possibly be without giving away too much.
Yeah. Um. So like, I don't think you are. I think the expectations for the offense has to be tempered all the way down, right? Like, I really think it's like backyard football in the dirt. You run a flag, you run an out, you run across. Like, that's what I really think it is out there, and like the defense knows it. So the time that the fans are there, like, I just don't think you're going to see a lot. It's just like individual effort on the
Yeah.
players' behalf. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the time for the genuine time for team evaluation will come in preseason, which as far as
Mm-hmm.
what's good to them. Once you get to, the X's and O's portion of it, but as far as evaluating from an individual standpoint, like that's still the time you can still do. As a coach, I can tell you, like, I can evaluate my receivers just as well in individual drills, or differently, but just as well in individual drills as I can evaluate them in scrimmages and 7-on-7, 11-on-11 in games. Like every period has its own individual type of evaluation. So um I think they're leaning very heavily on, the preseason part of it for the competitive the competition part of it, and
Mm-hmm.
seeing what they have as far as in these, you can tell, okay, can this guy catch or not? Does this guy have good footwork or not? Does this guy, know the depth he's supposed to run his route, or his, how far field his rush can go. Now, granted, once you get into a game and you're playing against other people, that can still change, but it kind of gives you a baseline for your evaluation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, and so when you got players like Chris Moore, KJ Osborne,
Hmm.
when you have those guys that's fighting for roster spots, and we say fighting for roster spots, and those are guys that like didn't get a lot of playing time last year.
Hmm.
Rounds like 4 and before, rounds 1 through 4. Some vets, some signings, like a lot of those guys are fighting for roster spots, even though it's not like actual plays. They got to make the most of it when they get the opportunities. Like, I don't care what route you go out on. If
Yeah.
you get an opportunity, you got to make the most of it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta realize, like, this is not Pop Warner, so nobody's guaranteed playing time. Like, the way I
Yeah,
look at it, when I'm coaching my players, is like, yes, I understand that there's an expectation as to who the starters are. Everybody under that, you have to earn your playing time. If you don't earn your
yeah,
playing time in practice, I'm not obligated to play you in a game,
yeah.
preseason or not. Yes, I'll probably put you in there to see, what you may have, but if you don't show me anything in practice, I don't have a reason to put you on the field.
Yeah, facts.
So, for those guys that are competing for, your fourth defensive tackle, your fifth, sixth, maybe seventh wide receiver, your fourth or fifth safety, those guys, yeah,
Mm.
you have to earn that playing time in practice first, and then hopefully you get an opportunity to show and prove well in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And this preseason, so like you don't have you. I mean, the last preseason game, yeah, those backups may get a full game, but some of these guys, you might only get a drive or two to show something.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean? And if that's not, you know, if you don't show well in the allotted time you have, that might be it. So you have to make a splash, and like every opportunity, every rep you get, every chance you get, you have to do something with it.
Mm-hmm. Anybody in the comments?
Yeah,
I
Steve
can't
said
really
good
see.
morning. Mitch said what's up. Slim said what's up. CJ said day 5.
I think.
Just a
Let me
bunch of
see.
people saying what's up.
Let me see. I thought it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, break on Saturday, 4 Sunday, 5 Monday, 6. Today Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
day 6. Today was day 6. It's hot out that jump, bro. Like, I don't care what day it is. Like, it's hot, man. Um, so like, and I think they off tomorrow. Either they off tomorrow or it's not public. I don't know which one.
Yes.
But Sam Hartman had himself a day. Like, Mariota was out, and they had a vet rest day or whatever. Um, But Sam Hartman had himself a day. He looks much better than last year, and this is based on what we just said about these not being, like actual plays or actual like installs, but he's making the most out of his opportunity, right? He's throwing passes
Mm.
for pressure in his face, and he's looking good doing it. Like I don't think he's ready to solidify like QB2 or nothing,
Yeah,
but it's a chance that he pushes Josh Johnson up, right? So that's something that might be a little battle brewing right there with
yeah,
QB3 because and he looked good. I mean Johnson ain't looked too bad today, but Sam Harden he definitely had himself a day, and he looks way better than what he did last year.
yeah. I mean that's good. Like you said, um, even on air, like as a coach, if you can't hit the receiver on air on time, that's a
Mhm.
very bad look. And we know like Sam doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, so anticipation
Mhm.
is a very big part of his is going to have to be a very big part of his
Mhm.
game moving forward. So he's got to know like when I hit the top of this drop, the receiver should be here, the ball got to come out. I can't wait on it because I don't have the arm strength. I don't have that Jaden Daniels arm strength where I can zing it in there. Even if I'm a half a step late or even if I'm throwing it early. Smoke commented and said, DQ said this morning, the closer they
Mhm.
get to New England, they will ramp up certain things. Also said today will be a high volume practice. What's up, Clyde? Um,
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Chat. So
Slim
DQ said he
said,
gonna ramp up because I was there. I got there a little earlier than yesterday, so I didn't hear the
yeah,
presser.
yeah. I'm trying to
Um,
pull it up, but it won't let me do it though. Um, Slim says he heard today was a choppy day for the offense. Um, Deuce going in and out. Mitch, you hear me, Deuce?
in my back.
Yeah, you good. You good.
All right. Yeah. So
Slim said
like
he
you
said
said,
today was a
smoke
choppy
something
day for
about ramping up.
Yeah, Smoke said DQ said this morning that the closer they get to New England that they'll ramp up certain things and that today would be a high volume practice. Can you
Uh, yeah.
I
So
don't know what he
like,
means by high volume.
they did a lot of up tempo.
Okay, that makes
They
sense.
did a lot
That's
of up tempo, so the volume increased because of the up tempo.
okay.
Um,
So volume in terms of reps then.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I
Okay.
mean that kind of makes sense.
Okay.
Um, you saw a lot of that, and like don't get so caught up on when we see guys being out there with who. Like I saw a tweet went out about JCM getting uh uh
First team
uh
reps.
yeah first team. Like everybody gets first team reps, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Which
all day, everybody gets first team reps.
and that's just a mark, which I think is a good thing. Like DQ did that, all camp last year. I think that's a good thing
Hmm.
because when whoever is your 53 years when you get to the season, you never know who or when you're gonna need somebody to step up. So at the very least, you want to know that they're capable of playing with these units, and you keep your 53rd guy on the roster, whoever it is, because you think there's a chance he may have to play, and if he has to go in the game, he's capable of doing it.
Hmm.
Um, Slim said he heard today was a choppy day for the offense. Can you elaborate?
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you was here when I was talking about like the offense itself, um, because I think we should really lower our temperature on the offense while right because when they're doing the positional drills, right? They got four wide receivers, four quarterbacks, four ball throwers, and each receiver runs a route. Like one receiver from the slot, he runs a slot fade. Inside receiver might run a drag. On the far side, you got somebody running a post, somebody running an out. Those are the same routes that they running doing 7-on-7 and 11-on-11. Like the exact same routes. There's not a lot of motion, not a lot of shifts. So it's just basic stuff that they're doing. So if you look at it on that level, you still want them to be uh, proficient in those, and they kind of like wasn't today. Like they wasn't proficient in those basic things. But again, those things are basic. But yeah, overall, man, like I think we just gotta lower the temperature with this offense at Kent, and especially Jaden, right? Like even like the bomb to Debo, like he was
Mhm.
checked on that play, right? Like
Yeah,
so, even when you see something good, it's really not. I mean,
you gotta take it with a grain of
it
salt.
can really be a yeah. You gotta take it with a grain of salt. Yep.
So we got two questions from Marcus, and this is K Frank. Get on YouTube. Basically asking how the receivers look. One was specifically about Luke, but how the receiver group look. If you were able to see it, from your vantage point today.
Uh, yeah. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you good.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Luke, of course, he looks good, right? He's catching with his hands, snatching the ball out the air, chucking it. He's running good routes. So yeah, he's looking good. He catches some passes. He runs a lot of those zig routes. Like I think you can kind of tell Wes Welker is working with him
Hmm.
because that zig route that don't look good, bro. Like
Hmm.
it's not. It doesn't have a lot of speed right now, but you can
Hmm.
tell it's precision that he's looking for in that route, right? And it's looking really good. So, so that's a positive for him. The other wide receivers, Chris Moore. Oh, that was an accident. Chris Moore, the height, not me, another guy. The height might be real. He had a crazy one-handed bobble catch going out of bounds. It was complete too today. Crowd went crazy. But then a little bit later, he came back, crossed the field, joined from left to right, had like 3 eyes on Marshawn, and he dropped that jump right in the breadbasket.
Mm.
KJ Osborne, y'all know I got an agenda with him, and he just letting me down, man. He letting me down, man. He had a bad drop yesterday, another couple bad drops today. I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't think KJ's a guy that can afford to have those
Nope. I mean,
drops
Chris
and
Moore
catch.
either. Like once you get ahead, you got to keep pressing. You got to get him.
Yeah.
Like if he make that catch on Marshawn, like I think that really makes it difficult for anybody to catch up with him. But he dropped it. He couldn't really. That would have separated him. Michael Gallup looks healthy. He's running in stride. They are really throwing the ball deep with him, which is a little surprise. But a lot of reps he's getting is him going deep, and they putting it out, trying to get him to go out there and get it. Jalen Lane looks the part. That kid is fast, crazy fast, man. And Debo is just Debo. Like Debo is just
Yeah.
yeah, man. I'm thinking he's gonna have a crazy year. Like him and Jaden, like it's really there. You had a Cole Turner sighting. I don't know if CeeLo's still there. Shout out to Cole Turner over
Yeah,
there
he's
here,
still
chats,
here.
drink. So
So we got a few more questions. What
yeah.
about the linebackers, specifically McGee and Madrano? But got two more
So
about the
yeah,
linebackers.
so like McGee, like yeah, well, so with the linebackers, um, they it's tough not being able to go full speed with linebackers, right?
Yeah,
Like
we talked about that
they
last night.
can't really go full speed in the whole basically what we talked about. Yeah, like so you're really not going to see a lot unless it's in pass coverage, right? So McGee is usually out there in bigger sets, right? But he is out there, which is a good thing, and he's right beside in a Louisville role. He's right beside Bobby, and sometimes Louisville is also out there, but he's right beside Bobby. But Kane Majano finally he showed up, and of course he showed up on pass defense. They was going hurry up, and I think we it looked like we was in dime or nickel, but him and
Mhm.
Bobby was out there, and he was on coverage to the flats, got out there very quick, got a PBU, clean break, clean deflection, looked really good on that coverage. The very next play, as I was, so like, if you see the tweet, it's actually both of them in one next play. Um, great, great shadow where he was, great depth, read the quarterback's eyes, his assignment, and where his zone was, stepped right in front of it, interception, return. So that was very good to see from Kane Madrano. So there you go. I know a lot of we've been talking about him, we ain't hearing about him, but Kane Madrano showed up today.
So we got another question. Do you notice an increase in tempo and comfortability from last year to this year as far as camp performances for the second year guys in general?
Yeah, I think as far as like tempo, as far as like the assignments, the position groups, when they come together, when they don't. From the outside looking in, it looks smooth, right? Because it's not. It doesn't look like there's no confusion out there. Everything
Okay.
looks smooth. They transition into the next phase very seamlessly. They can go from like they go from 11 on 11 to field goal unit, right? They go from third down offense straight into punt, kickoff team. They usually start off with kickoffs, kick return, kickoffs at the beginning of practice. So the tempo, everything looks good, man. It's nothing is rushed. The last play is usually always with like 6 to 7 seconds on the clock, and I think that's done purposely. So the referees is always out there. We spot our own footballs with the staff or interns or whatever they use. So yeah,
Mm,
the practice tempo is really good. Yep.
yeah. Trail said to remind you 10-2. So,
I haven't done 10 and 2 since I took that test.
um, are, are there any early concerns?
Yeah, like because I'm lowering my temperature on the offense because we're there at practice is not a concern. Because I kind of understand what's happening at practice when you talk about the offense and what they're doing. Like
Hmm.
Cliff is not out there trying to scheme nothing and dial nothing up and get big gains and stuff like that, right? Because you do have a lot of people in there. You are getting a lot of reps in with different people. So, like, you really want to see what those bottom tier or those bottom of the depth chart guys can do,
Hmm.
to fill out your roster. So like I'm not too concerned about like the offense as a whole, because if I take that away, like we can't run the ball, we can't protect Jaden. The defense is putting pressure on him. Like it can be really bad, right? So like that's
Yeah.
why I had to like step back to be like, nah, like it's a reason why, and it looks like that every camp. When you
Yeah.
hear the offense had a good camp, that means that they was able to get some passes out, like Sam Hartman. But it was a lot
Yeah.
of times he had a lot of pressure and he wasn't able to get passes out. So you just gotta kind of take it with a grain of salt, like you said.
Yeah. Well, I think that's part of if there is a silver lining or benefit to 17 missing time, it's, we understand that once he's able to practice and play, that he's going to have a heavy workload. Like we understand that, right? He's going to get a lot of targets, a lot of passes thrown his way. Talking about in games. Um, and him and Jaden already have, they already here with him. But him not being there, now you have to have other guys step up into roles that they maybe wouldn't otherwise be playing right now. So he kind of gets to
Mm-hmm.
build a little bit of chemistry and camaraderie with other receivers that he wouldn't, not just Jaden, because as we all know, DQ mixes up the rotations all the time, but the other
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks get a chance to throw the ball to guys that aren't Terry. You know what I mean? And it kind of helps you build
Mm-hmm.
that chemistry. So that's a big thing between quarterbacks and receivers. It's underrated, but if you know when and where a guy's gonna make his break at, or when and where he's gonna be at when you throw this ball on this route like that, those are things that help you, in game moments. And again, we know what Terry's gonna do, when he's able to do it. But it kind of helps with the other quarterbacks and the receivers too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Second day of training camp you were at so far. Who are your top three campers? Your top three performers at training camp. I'm assuming is the question.
Chris Moore. I like that kid. Chris Moore, JCM. Chris
Okay.
Moore, JCM. Uh, Noah Igbo, bruh. Youngin is balling, bro. Youngin like, hey, I'm still here. Like, let's not, like Trell been saying out of that. Like, let's not forget who was here last year. Like, I know y'all
Yeah.
got the pretty second rounder, and you know you got the former All Pro, and you got the young phenom. But I'm right here. Like, I ain't gone nowhere. I'm still right here. Youngin been balling out. Like, he even had a forced fumble today. But you know how like the receivers, they keep running after a little contact, they keep running. He
Yeah.
came over, boom, punched the ball out, and just walked back. And the defense like, oh, pick it up. He just walked back to the huddle. He's been real aggressive. They even had him on boundary too, some today. So man, this cornerback room could be something special, man. It could be something special.
All right, so we have two more secondary questions. CeeLo says, any Rob McDaniel sightings?
What number does he wear?
I think 40 something. I'm not 100% sure though.
Who's
Um,
22 on defense?
Hold on, I'm about to look it up right now.
They play.
While
They,
I'm looking that up, Trail says he missed last night, so said will Mikey be a starter, do we think?
here we go. Here we go. Yes,
I'm just
Mikey will be a starter. Mikey will be a starter. Mikey bought, but I think like when you talk about players that it's like some of the players you expect to be good, it's just
mhm,
like, okay, what everybody else doing. Like you just
yeah,
don't pay too much attention to them like that.
yeah. Yeah, Rob McDaniel number 47. CeeLo just commented too.
Yeah, oh man, I don't know who 22 is. He had some good cornerback reps today. Um, 41 is Yankov, right? He had a couple catches.
22
Ah,
is yeah, 22 is Carlin Vigors, UDFA.
yeah. He had some good reps today. I don't know about McDaniel. He didn't like that. That number didn't stand out to me. I don't know why I thought he had 27. That's what I was asking.
Nah, there's actually no 27 on the roster right now. I mean, listed. If there was one out there, you know.
Yeah. So nothing for McDaniel.
So we have a question that says, what about the kid who came out in the garden gloves? How'd he look today?
I seen him over there. He's doing something. He's wilding out.
I have a feeling we might find out later on.
Yeah. Trial play.
Hey, so did you get to see any O-line D-line work today?
See any what?
Any O-line D-line work today?
Nah, they was like over on the far
That
side.
was
I did see Connolly get bull rushed back. I don't know who it was. He ended up in Jaden pocket.
mm,
But he had a couple good reps. Man, Tunsil, bro, like that dude, man. They had him pull one time. Bro,
mm,
like, woo! I can't wait till I see more of that. But yeah, man. So they had Wiley. So when Tunsil was not in there, like Connolly is strictly playing right tackle. Like he's
mm,
strictly playing right tackle. It don't matter who's at left tackle. He's strictly playing right tackle. Wiley is going left to right, and
mm,
also Trent Scott is going left to right. Allegridi's usually getting first team. Russell Coleman, Chris Paul getting in there. Who's 51? Cause he got, man,
51.
he got beat real bad by Baptiste.
Uh,
He held
Cajo.
him around his neck. Who?
Ale Cajo. Wait, no, hold up.
Oh,
On defense or offense? Because I got two of them.
offense, offense.
Offense, Bobby Hart.
Who?
Bobby Hart,
Yeah,
9-year tackle from Florida State.
nah, yeah, get on my body, yeah. Cause man, he got beat bad. I mean, he held his neck and all that. I'm like, yeah, he got. I don't know. He was playing left tackle too. I was like, nah.
Oh yeah, if
Don't
that's the
need,
case, then
don't,
yeah, no, no. So going back to the cornerback conversation, Trail says the reason I asked because if Mikey is starting, that means Igbo or Amos is on the bench. Who are you benching? Probably Igbo.
yeah, I think Ego like
I
Amos.
think Amos is about he's I think your other starting boundary corner in my
Yeah,
opinion.
he's like, and I know I said that it's all interchangeable, but every single time the defense comes out there, like first he's out there, Marshawn, and Mikey Wagner and them. I absolutely think it's Amos. Like I don't know if you heard this interview yesterday's presser, and I also put out a little clip early this morning talking about him. I absolutely think Youngin is out there with Marshawn, and they absolutely gonna go with Mikey. Like Mikey is a game changer. Like he's a
Yeah,
baller, bro. He's a game changer. He can
yeah,
do like even around the line of scrimmage and in the backfield. Like Igbo, he doesn't get anywhere near that.
yeah.
Right?
And
Like if you watch Mikey at Michigan, how often he blitz, put pressure up front, run stop. Now he can cover. He can always cover from the slot. Now he can cover from the boundary. So like on crosses or like shifts and mismatches, like he can do outside and inside. Like they don't have to switch. So I mean they don't have to switch with Igbo because he's playing on the outside too. But Mikey absolutely starts. There's no like
yeah,
everybody up. I don't see a defense where Mikey is not on the field.
yeah,
I don't see the defense is set when Mikey is not on the field.
yeah. I think Igbo is certainly your fourth corner, your dime corner. If you have four of them on the field, but Um, he played his better moments last year. I think in a few games he did play outside a little bit, but I think he was for the most part he was in the slot all season. Once Mikey had to
No.
step had to step outside.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
I
He
think
was
you
really
just
good too.
yeah, he was good. I think you rock
Mhm.
with Marshawn and Amos on the outside until you have a reason to not do that if they give you one and let Mikey be your nickel. But I agree with you. I don't really see a set where Mikey is not on the field.
I mean,
You get,
even with that, like if you don't have Marshawn, you don't have Amos, whatever. I think Jonathan Jones is next on the
I
boundary,
keep
and
I keep forgetting about Jones.
yeah, and Mikey still stays in the slot.
Yeah, I'm just saying
So
because Mikey showed that he can play outside. I mean, his first few games was a little rough, but once he kind of got his feet wet, he was good.
yeah, and I think that would have happened at slot too, because he had
Yeah,
some rocky. It wasn't as bad as we initially thought when you go back and watch it, but like I think he still excels. So yeah, I mean it's some real good problems to have. I will say that.
yeah.
Good problems to have.
I've always said that you want to have to cut good players at the end of training camp. You know what I mean? Because you have better ones. Um, and even better problem is trying to find ways to get all of your good players on the field because you can only have 11 out there at a time. Those are good problems to have, and for a long time we didn't have them kind of problems. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. I'll take it. I'll 100% take it. I'm not. I'm fine with it. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. I ain't mad at
Um,
all.
D'Lo says, "I know it's early, but do you see any surprise cuts looming, injury notwithstanding?"
Woo! That wide receiver room could be interesting if Chris Moore continues to show out. Like he can't be dropping passes, but it could be some interesting things. I think it, I really the thing with Luke is will they cut their own third round pick where they got heavily criticized for picking? Will Adam Peters do that? Is
I
that
think
like
it's
is that
possible.
is that more important than the sixth wide receiver spot?
I think that's heavily dependent on the rest of the receiver room because there have been a lot of those guys have had good moments in camp so far, from what I've
Mm,
seen. Obviously, the top top three are locked into their positions, but everybody from, you know, four down has been having good competitions, having good moments. That's gonna be a I think that's gonna probably be the hardest room to cut down, based on what I've been seeing so far. Now we may get in preseason and half of them can't play worth nothing. But as far as, a week in the training camp, a lot of them dudes have had like good moments. Lucas had good moments. Chris Moore's had good moments. The kid from Louisville, I can't remember his name right now. Number 16. A lot of these guys have had.
Jacoby Brooks.
Yeah. Ja'Cory Brooks. Yeah,
Corey.
yeah, he's had good moments. Like this
Yeah, he
is
looked pretty good out there too. He looked pretty
yeah.
good.
I mean, just the knock on him is that he just tested so terribly. Like
Yeah.
he was inconsistent. He was slow. He was stiff. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything you want from an NFL receiver, he didn't test well for any of it. So like that's kind of how you end up with him. But some guys just don't test well. And if we get him in,
Mhm.
I mean, he's been doing well in camp. If we get him in preseason, oh, he can actually play for real. We might have a steal. But if he makes the roster, that's going to cost somebody else a job that we expected to be on the team.
Yeah, because like I guess Luke won. Is McNichols really a surprise cut?
No,
Right?
wouldn't.
Like,
Nah, I mean, it wouldn't be for me. I mean, they just drafted a running back, so no.
yeah. So like, uh,
But
um,
the surprise cuts for me in the running back room would be Rob or Eckler. I don't think either of them are going anywhere. But like those would be the surprises to me.
like those are probably more than surprise. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah. Like if
Um,
Chris
so
Rodriguez
like,
wouldn't be a surprise, McNichols wouldn't be a
I mean,
surprise.
he was cut 16
They
times
I'm about to
last
say
year.
they didn't cut him. They cut him every chance they get. So you know what I mean? Like
So I don't really know who else he look like. I don't know. Let me see defense. I don't know. Like even if they cut Percy after just extending him, like it still wouldn't be a surprise. I don't even
I
know what
mean,
that number is, but
yeah, but I mean it's a 1 year extension. And again, I've said it before, both before and after he got that deal. I didn't think Percy was a lock.
yeah.
Because there are better safeties on the roster and there are better special teams players on the roster. So Percy is not the best at either of his roles.
So okay, I asked this right because we got what four special teams aces, right? We got Valor is still on the
We got
team.
Belor, Revo.
Revo, Owens, Percy, right?
That's
So
right.
like, how important is because of the new special teams rule? I think these guys are more important. Is it time
Hmm.
to separate them as a position instead of saying, well, he's a safety special teamer? Can you just
Well,
name him a special
well,
teamer?
you mean as far as just like general conversation, or as far as like the actual
Yeah, you know
NFL
how we say
concern?
like when we talk about the 53-man roster, we'll say,
Yeah,
well, the only way this wide receiver or this safety gonna make the team is if they play specials.
right.
But should
Well,
we just say, oh yeah, this is a special teamer? There are three spots for a special teams player.
yeah. Well, I mean, I said it last night on the show where I said that I don't think I think Revo is a roster lock because of what he does on special teams, and because of that, he does not factor into the safety conversation. I know technically he is a safety, but I don't think when you're looking at how many safeties do you keep? Do you keep four? Do you keep five? He would be the fifth safety probably on a technicality, but I don't think he factors into that conversation because they don't really play him on defense. Like Tyler Owens got defensive snaps last year before Jeremy Reeves did.
Mm.
Like so, Nick Bellore is not a factor to play linebacker unless he absolutely has to in a game. If somebody gets hurt and has to miss multiple games, they will either sign or elevate somebody from the practice squad over playing Nick Bellore considerable snaps on defense. I think
Mm.
he's a special teams player. I don't, yes, he has to have a technical position, but I don't think those guys count towards the numbers in that room. Now I think Percy Butler, Tyler Owens, I think they count towards I think they count towards the position room. But Belor and Revo, I don't think they do.
Did we
Um,
have any special cuts last year? I know we had
um,
a trade. cuts? Do you have any
Not out of
surprise?
not out of training camp, I don't think. And I mean, everybody that they cut, they get that they wanted to bring back to practice squad, they did, which because of the size of practice squads now, and just teams wanting to keep their own guys, most teams are able to. Even the surprises, I don't recall any surprises. Um,
I
I could
do
be
think
very
I do
wrong
think
here though. But
I do think if McGee doesn't get hurt, Jamie Davis would have been a surprise cut.
yeah, I mean, he got cut 4 weeks later, so it wasn't
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think he
like.
only lasted that long was because McGee got hurt. So
Yeah,
like, I don't really know. See, like, I can't really, I don't know. Like, I don't think there'll be any. If it's a surprise cut, it's more like a what? Man, stop playing. I can't believe they did that type thing. It'd be like more than a surprise.
yeah. So Smoke says Percy is a lock the way DQ spoke about him and other valuable special teams guy. And then to that point, CeeLo says the team can normally keep what seems like so many special teams aces. No, I think I think it's transitioning now more because of the kickoff rules and stuff now. Um, but no, most teams have one, maybe two. We have four or five. Um, because like you can make an argument like Colson Yankoff is a special team contributor as well. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
we have, several guys who are primarily special teams players, several of which I think don't count towards their position group on the actual roster.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, that could be just a philosophy thing with DQ and Cliff and Joe Witt. I can't remember the special teams coordinator's name right now on the top of my head, but that could just be a philosophy thing with them. I don't know. Um, but no, having as many as we do is not standard. It's not industry practice. Be losing Deuce again. Um, Deuce, I don't know if you can hear me. I think Deuce, we might have lost Deuce, y'all. Deuce, you still there? Has Allen, another special teams guy, if he makes the roster. Deuce dropped. Well, Terrell, I wasn't at training camp, so I don't have a Cole Turner standout to speak on. Seems to always stand that at camp, but we'll do something different today. Yeah, we're gonna have to see if we can get Deuce back, but I don't know, man. I think Cole Turner is. I mean, you have Zach Ertz, you have Ben Sinnott, you have John Bate. I don't know where Cole Turner factors into that. Now, I heard Tommy Jackson been having a good camp too. I think Cole Turner's going to have to be like special to really push and make the roster as the um fourth tight end? Not to yank off like yeah, I don't know, man. Cole Turner's got to be special, and I just don't know if he is at this point. He can deuce back. Yeah, I got a pardon duty. There you go. You muted. I can't hear you. There you
Now
go.
I'm about to pull over real quick.
I got to jump in a minute anyway, but
I jumped died.
oh, it died.
Yeah. So what else?
Trell was asking if you can elaborate on Cole Turner. Cole
Yeah,
Turner
it was just
sighting.
like positional. Yeah, positional drill things. You get a little hype with like some great catches. He had like an over the head type catch or whatever. I didn't know who he was. Cause he used to wear 85. I didn't know who he was. I think he wear like 88 or something. I don't know.
He changed his number.
But other than
So yeah, that's
that, yeah, Noah Brown got that jump.
um. What do you think Cole Turner has to do to make this roster? Like we already know, Ertz, Bates, and Sennett are pretty much locked in at the top three. You got Colson Yankoff who played last year. Tyree Jackson's been having a good camp. Like what does Cole Turner have to do to knock off those bottom two dudes?
Man, that dude might be a practice team for life. I mean, think about it. Didn't they activate they activate Yankov last year before they activated him. I mean, even though Yankov gives you that fullback too, but still. So like I don't know, bro. Like
But
I
that's the
don't
thing.
know.
I think they drafted Cole Turner as a project, and he hasn't really developed much. Like he spent almost his entire collegiate career as a wide receiver. I think he played tight end with his last year or two, and never really. Um, I don't think he ever really developed into the project that they envisioned him to be. So,
Yeah, they didn't even they didn't draft him. I was kind of surprised they kept bringing him back, and they brought him back again.
so
So
yeah, yeah. So Ron drafted him with the knowing he was a project, and again he has yet to develop into that, furthering the point that he of uphill battle.
yeah, I mean Chachero's point.
He got an
Yeah,
uphill
man. Like
battle in every way.
some people are just practice players, bro. Like some people
Yeah,
just practice players.
man, I know you have to fill out a camp roster, but I mean, I at this point, it's probably just end up cutting your losses with Cole Turner and seeing if he can catch on someplace else. I mean, this is his what, third year now, third, fourth year in the league.
Mm-hmm. Well, Yankov
Got
had a big catch today, Kim. On a crossing pattern, he had a big catch today from Hartman. No, that was from Josh Johnson. He had a big catch today. In 11 on 11s, 7 on 7s, one of them. So, all right, man. Are you off screen on my phone acting up?
No, I'm right here.
Wait, I can't even see. Um. Yep. All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Just want to do a little recap from today. I think they're off tomorrow, or it's just not no fan access. I'm not sure. But then back on Thursday, and I think some other people coming Thursday too. I got some tickets for Thursday too. If anybody want to come, let me know. Hit me up.
Ain't
Got some
nobody
extra.
sitting out there in that heat.
It's hot. Well, I don't know, but the time is still 9 o'clock on Thursday. I don't know if they're gonna change it, but they changed it the last 3 days to 8, so that made it a little better.
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all time. Some of y'all might be on y'all lunch break or about to head to y'all lunch break. Appreciate y'all. I know your time's very valuable. For you spending with us, absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart.